We were scouring the streets like the Hocus Pocus looking for booty hole.
That's on the video. That got on the video.
Really?
All right, when I give you the thumbs up, we'll be rolling for audio too.
Perfect.
Hello, community. It's me, Michael Henry.
And me, Tim Murray. And we're from the TV show Wish You Were Queer on OutTV.
And what's brewing
Today.
Please.
Wish You Were Queer.
Happy Pride. Suck some dick.
And curiosity, a whole bunch of gay shit. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report.
Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It's Auntie Carell.
It's Auntie Duan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell.
Hey, and look at this. We promised the community that we were going to do more in-person episodes.
Yeah, so this is the
like-
first
I
one
feel
for
like-
the year.
I feel like we need to hold hands like the charmed ones. Like, oh my God, my sister.
My sisters, kumbaya. But obviously, you see on the screen as well that we have a couple special guests here. And we're just going to hop on in because we got a lot of questions.
We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about.
So we have Tim and Michael from the OutTV show. Wish You Were Queer. Wish You Were Queer. Wish You Were Queer. Are you queer?
I think.
Okay. How you both doing?
The jury's still out.
Pretty good.
We can't prove it.
I
There's no way to prove it,
There's no way
really.
to prove it.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good. I liked your charmed reference. I like your just feeling witchy vibes from you guys. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Honestly,
Honey.
that needs to be on my profile.
I like the stuff as a board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good grinder profile title. Light as a feather,
Honestly,
stiff as a
stick
board.
Does that mean you want to be picked up if you're light as a feather? You like being picked up?
Girl, come on. Yes.
Tossed
Who
around.
don't?
Yeah.
Who don't? And also,
This is the
physical touch
marathon queen.
But physical touch is my love language, though. So, you
Oh,
know,
really?
a little wham,
Too.
bam, bam, you know.
Yeah.
I felt
Not
that when we
me.
hugged when we
See,
got
exactly.
here. He doesn't like it at all.
You know what that means? When you gave him a handshake, he liked it. He liked your
love
handshake.
that.
This is true.
See?
I like acts of service.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
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 But
Suck
don't
my
they,
toes.
Oh, God.
You know, honestly, some people into it.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't got the feet for it, so I'm just going to wear my socks.
What's wrong with your feet?
Girl, what is it? I'm an athlete, so, you know. we just-
Okay,
Oh.
that's what people like when they like feet. Though.
Oh,
They
really?
Like, they
Oh,
like
is
men
that
to
what-
have busted toes.
Wow.
Oh, girl, I got a couple of
not part of
those.
that necessarily.
If you into it,
Yeah.
you just let me know. Railroad on Instagram.
No.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I'm stuck on that. So they like the bunions and the corns and
Well,
the,
not all that necessarily, but if you're a gym person, they're gonna like that your feet reflect that.
and how do you know this?
I Googled.
I used to get an email from an unknown sender who would tell me, this is like before the pandemic when I had like no money, and he would be like, I want to send you money for pictures of your feet. He's like, I follow you on Instagram, and I finally, after like years of him doing it, I finally was like, okay, here's my picture. And he goes, sorry, you don't moisturize enough.
Get.
Wait, but did you get the money though?
No.
What?
So if you're out there,
What?
You got to get a deposit first.
Hold
you
on.
gotta-
So,
Right. Get the coins first,
Yeah.
and then
I know.
deliver the
yeah,
goods.
that was a
I
rookie
know.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get that
You're a bad
50%
whore.
off.
He actually probably really
Bad
is
whore.
worshiping your feet. He just got it for free.
But
I
you know,
know.
I got to ask though, do you now moisturize more? Like, did you up your moisturizer after getting that comment? Because
I
mean,
moisturize fine. I think he was just playing me.
Oh,
You know what I'm
damn.
saying?
Yeah, gotcha.
He got off and was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but why even respond?
Yeah.
He said,
He's like, no, ma'am.
Not from Mr. Anonymous.
Could you imagine if it was someone you actually knew?
I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like on.
it had
on,
to.
I'm sure it was this bitch.
Yeah. Well, you need to moisturize.
Service.
Scam,
He said,
acts of service.
absolutely
Acts of
correct.
service.
Correct.
You did it, and she said, "Okay, that's enough."
Well, it's like what's that show? Catfish.
Catfish.
Yeah, so you find out it's a friend.
You got cat
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah, you got cat.
What she said, she like, you should have called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why she catfished her
know.
cousin. Because she did that. I was like,
Meanwhile,
damn,
he actually catfished with the feet because they weren't his real feet, right?
that would have been a great plot
you
twist.
Correct. They were Barbie feet. I just party feet. I took a
It's like
picture of that.
pointed.
I love that. And he said not moisturized enough.
Damn.
I love this conversation.
Exactly.
In true podcast form for us, we never start with whatever we're going to talk about.
I know. It's like, okay, it's wish you were queer.
Yeah.
But about your feet. But I guess we might as well actually talk about what they're here for real. You're the stars of a new show here that has premiered.
Yeah, wish you were queer, baby. Yeah, we
Where
went
did
to
that
like.
start from?
Well, we've been touring with stand up for a while now. And the whole time we're like, we should be filmed. We should be filmed. We should have a show. We're funny. And then eventually, that happened.
How did it come about that
At our very first stand-up show, so we would like walk around together during the pandemic, like little old mall ladies,
Yeah.
and like giggle. And I kept telling Michael, I had always admired his comedy videos on the internet, doing so much sketch, and I was like, you need to be doing stand-up because I had just started like maybe 2 years before that. And I was like, we could go out and do it together. So we were like, let's try one show. So we did one show together in New York City. And Frank Spadafora, my friend from years and years ago, who has his own production company, DeMarie Productions,
Yes,
came up to us after the show and was like, this needs to be a TV show.
Yeah.
And it was his idea to do like a Thelma and Louise type of thing. And so we were like, we went with that. And then Michael and I got
Who's
together.
Thelma and who's Louise?
We're both.
Oh, there we go. First, like,
Some days I'm
Sisters.
Thelma, some days I'm Louise.
Well, most days I'm Brad Pitt.
Oh, please.
yes, darling.
Well, who's the one that drives?
Yeah, who's the one
You're
driving the
Susan
car up the
Sarandon.
cliff?
Susan.
I'm Susan
That's-
Sarandon.
yeah.
That tracks
Okay,
for me.
yeah.
You're Gina Davis.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Gina Davis. I'm the one running for my man. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't be that one because I ain't
I'm in a
running
league
for
on my
nothing.
own, darling. I'm in a
Yes,
league of my own.
baby. But
So-
yeah, we the show we go to Middle America basically.
So your old stomping grounds.
Listen, I grew up in New York and I have only lived in New York and LA, so I don't really know Middle America like that. I've only popped in and out.
Look, the tea.
Yeah, but going to these cities and talking to the locals can be very fascinating.
We didn't want it to be
the
like,
locals.
there's so many shows out there that are like, queer people go and make everybody's lives better in small
No.
town America.
Yeah.
This is not that.
We need help.
We need help.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's
Oh,
start somewhere where I'm somewhat familiar, Ohio. So we start in Columbus, Ohio, and like my parents are in the first episode, and they're trying to help us hawk tickets. And the whole premise is basically like, can these gay losers make good on the promise of being funny on the road? And Trixie Mattel sends us in this RV, and she's like watching all of our tapes back. So every city we do stand up and like try to collect material and meet the locals. And we wanted to do, instead of doing like, okay, these are all these small town America cities, we were like, let's try to get different sizes of queer life in different places. So we were like
that.
2 big cities, 2 medium cities, and 2 small cities. So
We
we did
can't
like
have them all be large.
I mean, the butt can only take so much.
Exactly.
That is a
Says
gay
who?
dilemma. That is a
Oh.
queer
The limit does not
dilemma.
exist. Actually, turn a little
And
to
you
the
turn, you're
side.
like, I'm a little sore now.
show it off, honey.
But a little known fact, I think, we were talking right before, we were recording that, we're both from Ohio. And I don't think a lot of people realize just how gay Columbus, Ohio really is. I mean, compared to the desert of other cities that are out there in the Midwest, with the exception of Chicago, perhaps, and maybe Detroit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It is. Sorry.
I mean, Detroit has some gay bars, but
It's not like this.
But
yeah.
but Columbus is very, very gay. I lived in Columbus for 11 years. I grew up in Maple Heights. And I mean, honestly, it's
Who
such
knew?
a
18 gay bars.
The moment y'all said that, I was like, say what? What? now?
Isn't that wild?
Who would have
Yeah.
thought there'd be a bigger gay scene there than in like Nashville?
bigger than Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I'm from Sandusky, which is like 2.5 hours north. So
Come on,
I
Cedar
kn-
Point.
Cedar Point, America's rock and roller coast. Get to the point, get to the point. But we never went there growing up. These guys didn't want to go to Columbus.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, let's not exclusive.
Wait.
14.
Why?
Reality. I had to fight for
I
Columbus.
thought
Yeah.
you wanted to meet with the locals and and mingle with Middle America. So what's with the
Our
Columbus
producer and Michael hates Ohio because he's what's known in the industry
Dead
as
to
a
me.
bitch. Yeah.
hate? Dead to me.
I'm very
Thanks for coming on the
cosmopolitan.
podcast. We'll be
But
continue.
they were worried that I knew too much about it already. They're like, if the point of this is like we're going to like
Discover.
Yeah.
But I'm a Cleveland boy, so I never went to Columbus ever growing up. Like, you know, it's like Ohio's bigger than people think it is, and it's like it is very like
grower.
separate.
Yeah.
It's a grower.
It's a
grower,
grower
not a
and
and
a
I always
shower.
thought Columbus was just like a college town. It was just like Ohio
That's what I
State,
thought.
and that was the vibe. But no, then we discovered this whole
There's a
gay.
lesbian bar called Slammers. They sell pizza.
It sounds about right.
That actually took me out.
That means it's
We
a
saw-
metropolitan place.
Yes.
You got the lesbian bar that serves pizza. You're right on that.
They're efficient. We're gonna
It's
drink and we're gonna make
amazing.
sure you're fed. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They bring everything to the table.
Did going back to Ohio trigger anything? Like just like growing up, because like I'm from Michigan. Reveal the better state than Ohio. But but
tried
like,
it.
We need to let her have it.
you know,
Yeah.
every
We
once
need
in a
to
while.
let her have it.
Thank you. But I like to grow up there and then like kind of to leave and like living like, because I've lived in like big cities since I left, and to go back, did it like re-trigger anything for you potentially? Like, damn, that hasn't been resolved for me, or no, I'm glad to be as open as I am now and go back to kind of quote old stomping grounds of Ohio.
Yeah, did you feel like you had to tie up loose ends?
And
She
and
was
what's his
loose.
name?
Yes. Yeah.
Tight ends.
There was a scene with the corn, I remember.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Excuse your mouth. Yeah, absolutely. It's very triggering.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like I've been spending a lot more time there lately in Sandusky just to spend time with my family. And it's just a weird, I think just anybody with their families and like the place where you like came of age and like figured out who you were, there's so much stuff that you like revert back to. As soon as I get back there, I get right back on MySpace. I go back to my old.
Remember your password from back then?
Of course, it's the same password for everything.
Everything.
Dirty
watch
Sex
out.
6922.
That's it.
I will say I did love seeing your parents like be up for the challenge to go and like recruit people for the show, and like you were feeding her lies, like say this. She's like, I'm not saying that.
Yes.
and I was like, that's
cunty.
Midwest mom right
Say
there.
cunty.
Yeah, she's like, no,
I'm gonna say
I'm
that.
gonna say that.
And by the way, your dad was so cute when he said, I'm a metrosexual.
Yeah.
And you were like, thanks for that 2008 reference.
I know,
nice
they're
little
so cute.
throwback.
I was really impressed with them that, I don't know how you felt, but like they were really being themselves on camera. Because, you know, I was like, I asked them to do it. I was like, can you drive down to Columbus? I just think it'll be, our idea for the show is kind of like My Life on the D-List, Kathy Griffin. So I was like, well, if my parents live this close, it'd be so funny to have them on camera. And they were I mean, they are not show business people in any way.
What if they become show business people?
I mean,
now?
hey.
They ice
get
us
a
out.
spin-off.
Yeah.
They stopped talking to us.
Wish you were straight.
Yes.
And they go to like PV
Exactly.
and Palm Springs and P-Town. Yes.
They teach them how to play flip clap. And like, what's the Ohio one? The cornhole.
Oh,
Yes.
cornhole.
Yeah.
It's funny you
It's
mentioned.
not what you think it is.
Damn it.
There is a hole.
There's a hole.
There is no
Spam.
corn. There is no corn.
It's funny you mentioned My Life on the D-List because the show reminded me of a little bit of The Simple Life, especially
that
when y'all
too.
went to the farm.
Those
I
two
literally
shows
was sitting there,
are-
was like, this is giving The Simple Life with Paris and Nicole Richie, like watching y'all chase them damn chickens around. And the moment you're like, oh, I think I'm gonna get attacked by these, I was like, I've been on a chicken farm, and that's the same feeling I felt. Like, I actually loved it.
I've
Thank
never
you.
chased a chicken before.
I mean, I've chased cocked.
Work.
Oh,
honey.
No,
Cock chases
Damn,
me.
you beat me to it.
Nah, let me tell you, sometimes you gotta go get what you want.
Yes.
I'm not
Grab
afraid.
it by its head
Like I said, I'm an
and wrangle
athlete. I'm competitive. I'm gonna get
Okay,
mine.
yeah, you got them busted feet. You know how to
Exactly,
run.
exactly. Yabba dabba do. Okay, look, that's what I've been doing out here in these streets.
Them bam, bam feet. Okay.
Were you an athlete growing up too?
Yeah.
What sports?
I did football. I did diving. I did track and field. I did baseball.
That is
basketball.
so
Such
horny.
a butch queen.
Yeah. Was that like erotic?
Honestly, kind of. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Especially
honestly, some of the
mosquitoes.
gayest shit happened in these locker rooms.
You
though.
don't say.
And being closeted and being like, oh, so we're just gonna do like a naked slip and slide in the fucking locker rooms right now. And I'm like, but I want to slip and
like,
slide on this dick though, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, and like sitting in each other's laps. It was great. It was
Sitting
great.
on their laps?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Straight boys are the worst with that. They love to
wild.
hump each other.
Oh, yeah.
It was. I was on the swim team growing up, and it was very that.
You
It was.
understand.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets hard.
Well, that,
no,
that
I
is
mean-
serious.
That's your profile description on
That's
Grindr.
been on my MySpace
Yeah.
for a while. At the very top.
Top 8.
Top 8 inches.
And it better be
Yeah.
at least 8. No.
So you didn't want to go to Columbus, but it sounds like you've been converted then.
I was forced there.
Yeah.
So I liked, that, it was fun. Like we ate hot dogs.
That took me out.
Yeah.
And why should you make the hot dog too?
I made the hot dog. I fed it to his mother, and she loved it.
That's a core memory forever. Right?
Yeah.
I just know it. Just
It's
like,
all
I will
the
never
all
forget
the
this.
wiener in the
That's
mouth
going to show up in a
Columbus.
therapy conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I had been to Ohio before, but I have been to Columbus, and I just like that people don't know that how gay it is. So maybe we'll tell people about it.
I hope so.
Same thing about Pensacola. We go to Pensacola.
Oh, do you?
Baby, Pensacola was fun.
Really?
Yeah, have you been?
I haven't been to Pensacola,
No.
but like in high school, we went to Panama City Beach for like spring break because that's the thing like everyone in Michigan does.
I
Drive
never-
down I-75 all the
Oh,
way to
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Florida for like
Okay.
95 hours in a van, and it's like horrible.
What is that? What is it
I
about the
don't-
Midwest?
I
they,
don't
they
know.
they think the only place to vacation is
Is
like the
Panama
Daytona
City.
Beach,
Daytona Beach,
area.
or Ohio. Yeah.
Literally, like from Destin
That's where I
to
went my
like
first
PCB.
year.
Yeah.
My freshman year in college for that spring break, we went to Daytona Beach.
It is what it is. But like I could like even then I was like I could never live here
Yeah.
ever.
No, oh yeah, we cannot live
ever.
there.
Like
Yeah.
it was fun for what it was. But
I could get a pied-à-terre in Pensacola.
really,
Yes.
It was the downtown area was like way cuter than I thought it was going to be. Only 2 gay bars.
okay.
But they were
The
gay.
Cabaret
They were bumping.
And what was the other one? Cabaret.
The
and
Roundhouse?
The Roundup.
Roundup.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we met this lovely woman named Deb, and she,
Hi, Deb.
yes, she's like wasted. She's like, I'm celebrating. And we're like, what are you celebrating? She's like, 9 years ago, I was given 6 months to live, and I'm strictly dickly. We're like,
Wait,
okay.
So she was dying of vag?
No, I don't know what her full thought process was.
I mean,
but
Dick
she was
has saved
celebrating.
many lives.
Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah.
Come
she
on,
got
It was
Deb.
fun.
Yeah, she was fun.
Did you feel like you could be your complete self, or were you hesitant?
I was myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like it was like, I mean, there really is no other way to be, especially
Yeah.
in stand up, especially like you have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You have to be yourself. So they can sniff it immediately if you're like hesitant or not confident. So at least with the shows, we had to like fully be ourselves. And honey, sometimes it's a success and sometimes it's not.
Really? I mean, in Pensacola, the people were drunk too. They were doing poppers in the middle of our show. One guy was
At
doing
3 p.m.
Great.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That
to
means
watch
they
the
were
episode.
open and receptive.
That
I cannot
episode's great.
That means they were
That's-
open and receptive.
Yeah.
Very.
They were very loose. They were ready. They were ready. They were relaxed.
We wrangled gators in that episode.
Yes, that was fun talking to those gator guys. I mean, God,
Okay,
what
that
did the one
sounds
guy
kinda hot,
say?
actually.
That sounds kind of high.
Hold on, I'm going to Pensacola, guys.
Is this a
Exactly.
new Tiger Tree guy?
This one guy, he was like, the show's called Wish You Were Queer. So I thought you guys were going to be cross-dressers.
He thought he like read about Trixie and the breakdown or something. So he was
Okay.
like, when you showed up and you didn't have big wigs on, I was just so surprised. He was like this
said, "I
really
was
sweet straight
disappointed."
guy. Yeah,
Baby,
yeah. He was
baby.
like, honey, I had my dollars out. What the
I was
hell?
ready for my makeover.
Yes.
I came tucked.
He was so sweet. He,
He
was
was
like
sweet.
ran this gator farm, and he was just like a sweet straight dude who was like letting us behave like idiots on his gator farm.
I
What is
know.
your other than Seattle? What is your favorite gay city to go have fun in? You too. I want to know.
God.
I mean,
I love PV right now. I'm in like a PV.
Yeah.
Like I got married in PV.
Oh.
And then ever since then, like, and the community knows this story. Like we were supposed to get married in Dominican Republic, but it was the year that bitches were just dying out the blue
Yeah.
in that summer.
Yeah.
So we had to like redo our wedding like 3 months before.
Oh my God.
Moved it from Dominican Republic to PV, and that was the first time we had ever been there. So like blindly picked PV and
Wow.
fell in love with it, and then like every year
It's
we go
amazing.
back. Oh God, it's
I love it
everything.
there.
I did that with my honeymoon too.
Yeah.
We blindly picked it. We'd never been there, and now I'm obsessed.
That's great.
Right.
PB is
It's like
amazing.
it's gay as shit,
Yes.
but if you want to like remove yourself from it, you can.
You can
as well.
do that
It gives you the
too.
option. Because I'm the one I want to be in the thick of it. My husband's like, oh, girl, it's too gay.
My husband's
Oh,
like that
really?
too. Yeah.
No, I want to be in the thick of it. Did you go to any of the gay strip clubs there?
Oh,
Wet
yeah.
Dreams.
Wet
But here's the thing. My husband is like, oh, it's too much until it's the strip club. And then now the strippers all remember him every time we go. They're like, Corey. Oh my God.
I love it.
He's like, they love me.
Oh my god. I'm in love. He wants to marry me.
Right. So yeah, PB's probably my top list. Right
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm going back to Midwest. I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago?
That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
love
answer.
Chicago.
No, that's the wrong answer.
Why?
It gets cold.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but we're talking party.
but you
We're
don't-
talking about party
Yeah,
gay
I don't want to
bars.
party. I don't want to
weekend.
party in the snow.
Just drink more, girl. You
I
be
wish you were
okay.
queer in the snow.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We filmed our pilot in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like the proof of concept
You
pilot.
like it?
I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Did you go to
Yeah.
Steamworks?
I tried, but they wouldn't let me in.
Why?
I had
were
a
you wearing?
backpack.
Oh God!
Right.
This
Yeah.
bitch always has her backpack.
I said that is true. Like hypothetically.
We have waited in line as friends and be like,
Baby.
girl, see you in the morning.
I see
You ain't see me, you ain't see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I think what I like about Chicago is like everything's walking distance, and there are so many different types of bars as well too. Because I like being out and being with the dancers on the bars, you know. But I also like that there are like some gay bars with like arcade video games and stuff like that. And then there's like sports, and then there's the
spectrum of
typical
bars, yeah.
like drag bars and stuff like that. So there's a lot of little different types of bars that just allow me to just kind of be like, okay, I want to switch it up. I want to turn my wig around a little bit, you know, today, and then go about my business. So that's the thing about it. But I agree, it is too cold. Like now that being in Seattle, I can't do this.
I can't deal with
40
the
below,
cold.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. My family know you will not see me for Thanksgiving. You will not see me for Christmas. You will not see me for any birthdays, because everybody's birthday in the winter.
I don't want to look at snow.
I'll see you between the months of May and October.
Yeah.
So you left New
That's
York and
about
said,
it.
I'm done with snow.
I'm done with you.
Okay.
Even though I still go back. But I love New Orleans.
I have never
Interesting.
been.
Yeah.
Never been.
boy.
Once.
You got to go back.
And it was July, and I was swamp ass, and I was like, I'm miserable. So I need to go a little.
Oh,
cooler.
you got to go back. It's the best city in America.
yeah, I
By
love
far.
it there.
Like not non-comparable.
But I also
Why?
like the humidity. I like
Oh, you like it?
swampiness.
Ooh.
Oh, she like being wet.
She's like,
I like.
into
like
it.
Speaking of
lubrication
alligators,
dollar.
I'm a dirty girl.
I'm a nasty girl.
Yes.
How many times have you been to New Orleans?
Like 10.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
oh wow.
Love it.
Oh, so you a regular. You know people.
I do. They know me.
Yeah, I know that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this place called the Corner Pocket.
Okay.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes. I've been
There's this
there.
one, oh god, this one go-go dancer there. He was so funny. He took out his phone, showed it to my friend, and showed him his bank balance and said, look, he had no money. So he was just wanting people to give him money based off of that.
Damn.
I mean, don't hate the hustle.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Do people do it?
They said the truth to set you
They
free.
did it. Mhm.
Yeah.
It could just be a screenshot too.
Low key, I
mean, if
think I
it's
would
really
have
You
smart.
gotta hustle.
I would have.
Do what you got to
I
do.
would have bought him a
baby.
drink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would have done it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting city. I would have never thought of that as just like a queer city to think about.
Oh, it's so queer. There's a
Yes.
good amount of gay bars there.
Okay.
And there's like a full community there. They
Yeah.
they party, they have a good time.
Don't
They-
you have to like drudge through like the straight folks
The
to
straight
get
bayou.
to right?
It is
to get
yeah,
through.
it is in the French
Like,
Quarter.
yeah,
Like all the,
you
all
really
the-
have to like meander your way through a bunch of Neanderthalish blah blah blah.
Sorry,
to get
Louisiana.
You can get around it. You don't have to go. It's like that's like being like to get to Hell's Kitchen. You have to go through Times Square, kind of a thing. Like you don't have to. Like you
Yeah.
can. That's the easy straight route.
Sure.
The pun intended.
Got it.
But there's other cool stuff like there's like a gay pool there that's like it's called the Country Club, and it's like you can pay like $30 or something and just go like hang
Like a
out at
day
this.
pass?
It's like a queer pool, and it's not in the action. It's like
Oh, and she's
there's
been
like-
10 times.
Wait,
Did
you know about this?
Pool.
I
There's
don't know
always
about
something to
this.
learn. That's one of two. There's another one that's like just like a regular pool that they have like gay parties at. But it's that city turns up. They know how to party. They know how to
fucking
eat.
soul.
They don't have fun.
so
There's
good.
pickled
You had me at
okra in
food.
the Bloody Marys.
There you go. See, I'm not a Bloody Mary person, though.
What?
Oh.
You need to change.
Okay. Well, take me to New Orleans. Let's go.
Okay. Girls trip. That's what I went on. Girls trip.
Season 2. What's your city? I'm curious.
I was going to say Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah. If I think about the city that I want to go to that I
It's
will
just
always
Market
have a
Days
good
weekend.
time.
That's you.
Market Days
that's you.
weekend is the tea.
It's the
It is
tea.
it is the tea.
I've never been.
It's
Girls
fun.
trip.
We'll be there this year. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It's just a blast.
I
But
like the people there.
I
the
think-
Chicago people are nice.
one of the great things about I think the Midwest altogether, as you know, a fellow Ohioan, we're just nice and genuinely nice, not like fake nice or like, you know, quasi nice. Like we're just really nice. And I moved to Chicago. I was in a relationship at the time. I knew no one that lived there. And within 6 months, I had a gaggle of friends and like really deep connections, and I had community. And every person that I know that has spent considerable time in Chicago, they make friends there, like lifelong friends.
That's
and
how we
it
became
just,
friends from living in Chicago.
that's how we know each other from
And that's
Chicago.
how I know them from Chicago as well, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Everybody-
Chicago, for not putting you on my list, but PB trumps it.
Wow.
Well, you did get married there and all that.
And
So
a
yeah.
lot of things there, but yes.
But
Wow.
Chicago is also one of those places that has its own.
Yeah.
It has its own real gay neighborhood. It actually has a couple of gay neighborhoods, and it really embraces
That's true.
queer lifestyle. It makes it really easy to be queer and open and meet people and all these kinds of things, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. It's like New York's little sister that's a little bit cleaner and a whole lot nicer. Yeah.
What's
I
your
love-
city? Did you say your city?
Who you?
Yeah, New Orleans is my real answer, but
Okay.
because you said that as well, I will say a sweet little tie between Toronto and Vancouver.
I
so we're
almost
going-
said those two. I love Canada.
International.
Canada is so
been in my
fun.
They're
life.
so nice.
They're
there.
so it's got a Midwest vibe.
interesting.
They're
Yeah.
so nice.
so nice.
And I always tell this story, but in the first time we played Vancouver, it was, you know, sometimes gay guys don't always support other gay guys, famously. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Surprise! Oh my
Long
God!
time,
Breaking
though.
news, y'all.
Our audience in Vancouver the first time we played there was entirely gay men. It was like 70 gay men, and they all went out to the bar, which was not close to the venue. They were the whole freaking room of men were like, we're all gonna go to this gay bar that was like a couple miles away.
Yeah.
And we all migrated. So the whole show, like, and they were all like friendly to each other,
Yeah.
and like they were cool to us, obviously, but like it was just cool it was like, oh, this is like a real gay community.
the free healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
And the men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you,
The men in
I've been out
Vancouver.
in
Yeah.
Vancouver and on Davie Street, and let me tell you, I get love done. I'm like, because in Seattle, I don't get no. I'm a ghost, little bitch. Okay, but I go to Vancouver and like I get drinks bought for me, and I'm like, you see me? Oh my gosh! I'm like, thank you. I'm like,
So
oh,
it
I can
sounds
come
like
up
we've just
here.
mapped out the whole season 2, and somehow
Yes.
we gotta get involved. How do we? Is there room in the RV?
Hey, we can always make room.
Come with us. That'd be fun.
I have a question about the RV.
Uh-huh.
Did you poop in it? Like, I was trying to be like not.
Delicate.
I don't poop.
Okay,
We don't poop,
Okay,
sir.
yeah, that would be like so annoying.
They
to me.
take dumps.
In it.
We dumped in the RV,
I'd be
bro.
like, because like if I was in an RV and y'all just back there just shitting up, so I'd be like so
No.
annoyed.
No, they gotta jump
Yeah.
on some timber.
But he crashes it.
I saw that in the preview.
It's really upsetting. It happens in this this Louisville episode that comes out. It happens at the end of that
I had fun.
city.
I bet all of your Ohio relatives are just rolling in their graves. I mean, that is just
You don't know how to drive an RV.
an
I know.
We drive down to
is-
Panama City Beach every year.
I know. Isn't
I
that
don't
so
know what that
embarrassing?
accent was.
Not Ohio.
My favorite is looking at we had like a bunch of different cameras. So the footage that's just on Michael when it's happening, because he just keeps going like, ooh.
I was just like,
Oh, and I am sobbing.
Yes.
I was scared. I was like, I ruined the whole production. It was so bad. It was not a fun day.
Wait, how did you crash it?
he went into a parking structure and he didn't clear the roof. And he hits it and he's like, I don't know
Stop.
what that was. And I said, I think it's the
garage.
roof.
The best part about it is I'm literally Frank, our producer, was like, okay, turn the RV around here. I want to get a funny shot of you like trying to turn this giant thing around in this tiny area. And I was like, I got you. So then they're like saying stuff to us on the speakerphone, like to like prompt us to like what we're talking about. And so I'm like thinking about being funny. I'm thinking about turning the thing around. I'm dealing with this one. And I'm driving and I literally say
massive
to him,
dumps.
Her massive yeah, it smells like shit
That's
in there.
what it was. Okay, I got it.
You can't breathe. And I literally say as I'm driving it, I'm like, this is about to be the smoothest thing you've ever seen. And he goes, I don't know about that. Smash, and I'm literally like, what was that? And we took like a part of the roof off. But
Right.
Are we speaking French now?
There's no I in team.
Thelma, you're in this with me, okay?
Come on, Gina.
Drive, Thelma.
Gina.
Yeah. Hey, it was funny.
Wait, so
It does. It's really funny on camera.
did you just have like a skylight the rest of the
Literally.
Yeah.
They
They had
the-
to duct tape it shut.
The videographer gets like
Straight
clips of it on our way to
videographers.
Nashville where you just cut to just the open fucking hole in the roof.
I fucking love this so much because that would be me.
It would be
Yeah.
you.
It would be me.
Are you guys good drivers?
She thinks she's a good driver.
First of all, has anyone been harmed in my driving?
Baby.
Has
I
anyone-
don't-
Emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, yes.
Well,
Physically, no.
y'all look like I got legs to walk, so get to walking, bitch.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's what I say.
Literally one time we were in Palm Springs and we had to get to LA for brunch.
Yeah, because we meet Mo Hart. for
Yes, we
brunch.
were meeting Mo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we literally got from Palm Springs to LA in like 33 minutes.
No.
Like this human, how fast he was driving and weaving in and out. Like, and another friend of ours we were in the back and we were looking at each other like, we're gonna fucking die. Like, and he's just yelling, "Get the fuck out the way!" I'm like, "Can you know how to fucking drive?"
My God.
The entire drive from Palm Springs to LA, and we get to LA, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I am never driving with this human being
That's
again."
stressing me out here.
It stressed the shit
Because
out of us.
it's crazy that I crashed this thing because I am a very, very, very careful driver. That is wild.
Let me tell you. So,
What had happened was,
no, I just don't. First of all, I don't like being in cars. So I like to get to point A to point B efficiently and quickly as possible. The longer I'm in the car, I feel like the more some final destination shit can happen.
notice she did not say
we were-
safely.
Right.
Quickly and efficiently.
I mean, no one got hurt, so safely was implied. Okay, nothing happened. So that's how
you
I
feel
like
safe?
to drive.
No.
And-
That's why I went to the cue car. I'm like, let me
tell
look at
you.
the next questions here. I'm gonna shut up.
you know what? Like I said, and y'all know I don't deal with feelings. So I'm
is
sorry
true.
you felt that way,
Yeah,
but what are
no,
feelings?
no.
Capricorn.
Capricorn. It doesn't make the cut, but in New Orleans, I was driving it through those like tiny, tiny streets,
Yeah.
and he was backseat driving and
She
being
was
like,
right. She was having a conniption on
Wait,
me.
why were you driving?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Period.
she doesn't have a license.
I haven't driven in like 10 years.
Shut
She
up.
lives in Los Angeles, California,
Fair.
and doesn't have a license.
And
There's Uber.
I'm thriving.
There's Uber. She made it here.
I've got legs. Look at these.
See,
There are
look, she gets to
multipliers.
walk in. Look, she be walking.
I didn't get these thighs
This
for
is all
nothing,
bullshit.
gentlemen.
She's texting me every day, being like, "Can you come pick me up? Can you drive me to our friend's house to watch Drag Race?"
She's lying.
That's I'm not lying.
Cue the receipts.
No.
I got legs.
Who would drive out the three of us?
Who would drive where?
It's not gonna be him. Oops, that's not gonna be. It ain't gonna be you. So who between you and I, who would end up driving the RV?
You said that's gonna be me?
It would be
It ain't
me.
gonna be you. It would probably
Oh,
be you.
It'll be me,
please.
yeah.
No.
You're a
think
good
so.
driver.
No. Let me first of all, between these two heifers, we'll be late because of her.
Oh.
Wait, late because of me?
We'll be late because of you. And here's why. Because we'll be going through that checklist about everything that what needs to happen before we even get on the fucking road.
That happens the day before.
And the day of. And the day up. And so then we'll be late because we'll be tired because the day before that list. Okay.
You're
And
type
then this
A.
one over
I will
here.
be in front of
this
the
one will be
house.
over here. By the way, so I also know that this is on the way too. So can we possibly figure out if we can make this happen as well? And then
No, that would be
this
the
bitch
day
goes,
before
and
too.
this bitch goes, well, actually we do have like a 5 little minute window over here. So we could slide it in. And my ass is like, no.
And then he was just
we're
like,
going
pushes
to where
out
we
the way,
said we're
grab
gonna
the
go,
girl,
and
and
we're
they're
gonna get
okay.
there.
I get what he's saying. Not late arriving, late getting there because she wants to get there fast.
Yes,
Got
that's
it.
what-
Okay.
that-
Yeah,
So
you guys
not
gotta
really
go on the
late.
road.
Look,
Take this. We're coming
As
with
I said
y'all in season
before.
2. Move over. We're bunking in the back of the RV.
Hell yeah.
All these dumps in this RV.
Is there a city, because we're putting it out there, season 2, that like is already top of your list that you're like,
I want to
have
go to
do
Alaska.
I want to go to Alaska too.
I want to
Anchorage
fish.
or
Juneau.
Yeah, Anchorage.
Either or.
Anywhere
Yeah.
where there's like ice and fishing.
Yeah.
I want to ice fish. How fun would that be?
I want to see you guys in an igloo. I think that would
Yes,
be kind of cool.
ice fishing is like a glory hole in the ground.
This is how you
But
know she ain't been in the Midwest, because let me tell you, the rest of us, been on some frozen ass lakes.
Exactly.
We done seen some ice fishing,
Oh,
okay?
no.
Dick's
Yeah.
gonna go up inside you.
I'm gonna be swimming in that lake, hoping someone's.
Dick, Midwest dicks.
Hey, buddy, hope you find your dad.
42 Wallaby Way,
Oh
Sydney.
my God.
Yes,
Alaska sounds like a lot of fun.
it does. I
Yeah.
would. For season 2, I think we want to do like Pacific Northwest, like Seattle. I want to do Salt Lake City, Reno.
I really want to go to
would
Salt
be
Lake
fun.
City.
I want to go
Portland
to
would
Reno.
be fun.
Oh, Reno? Actually,
wanna go
Reno would be a
Reno.
vibe.
Yeah.
I think Reno would
I want
totally
to go
be
to
a
Reno
vibe.
just to be like Dolores of
Ben Cartier.
Yes. Purple Mink Dolores.
Yes, but for like season 3, 4, 5, we want to go to Australia.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
a dream.
Yeah.
I really want to do.
International.
I've been trying to get him to Portland, Maine. I like
Oh,
that
I've been,
section.
Yeah.
I've been, but I haven't performed there.
Are there gay
It's
bars?
a small. It's a small
Probably
little
half
hamlet
one.
of a town. Yeah.
There's some gay bars.
one.
I love.
Yeah.
It's just so cute. I went to Portland, Maine Pride many years
I've been
ago.
well-
The
Algonquin.
Northeast is actually just it's lovely.
It's
you know,
so
when you
cute, yeah.
like Providence, Rhode Island, you know, parts of Connecticut, probably bypass Boston.
Got him.
That's the
Damn.
word.
I mean, yeah, she said
It's
it.
not on my list.
It's not on your list.
Wow.
not on my
I
list
do love
either.
Boston.
I like
Yeah.
it there.
Club
Yeah.
Cafe.
Yeah, that's about it. But that's the only bar that's left. I feel like.
I know, but I
Yeah.
had a good time,
What
That
was his
time
name?
was had.
honey. I forgot. Some Latino go-go dancer.
Ah.
It sounds
But
like
no-
you love a go-go.
He
love-
loves a go-go.
Yeah.
I love men.
Maybe.
Let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate that.
I some days I'm just like, I just love dudes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just really do.
And that's okay.
And it's Pride Month too when this comes out. So yeah, love on some dudes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pride Month, you guys are gonna be at World Pride, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we have some shows there. What is it, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th?
Yep.
Yeah. One of them.
No, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have 5 shows.
Shut up.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 2 on
Yeah.
Friday, 2 on Saturday.
Oh,
5th, 6th,
really?
and 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
How can they
there.
find
I might have to
tickets?
come out
On
and
our
see you guys.
Instagram.
On
Yeah.
Instagram.
Michael Henry 915. The link's all there.
T Murray 06.
DC's another fun city. Those
I
repressed.
love
DC.
DC.
Yes, those political homos.
Baby.
They know how to party.
They know how to bottom.
Oh, well. They really do.
The Senate
It's a
twink.
pretty. I like a pretty city.
The Senate twink.
Yeah.
He's in Australia. We'll follow him to Australia.
Yeah.
He moved to Australia.
Because he was the
The
Senate,
Senate
twink.
twink.
Oh yeah.
He had to get away.
He had to go.
He had to
The
go.
other end of the earth.
Yeah.
After he got his back blown out on the
Yeah.
Senate floor for everyone to see.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
See the world.
Dewan and I will be at World Pride, so maybe
You're gonna be at World Pride?
Yeah.
Both of them will be.
Yeah.
we'll be there. So
Fine. Yeah, hit us up.
We'll talk after.
Love.
All right. Any other questions about the show, or do we want to get into curiosity?
I guess one question that I have for you is like, you've gone to some of these like smaller towns. Like, what is something that what kind of shocked you? Like, did you learn something that was like, damn, I wish the queer community knew more of this or had more of this. Because there has to be something unique in these spaces that become so important to them. So, like, was there something that you kind of picked up?
My big takeaway from this whole experience is this whole idea of like, I think the premise of America, of people getting along with each other and supporting each other and like having like real community.
Yeah.
I feel like we, you know, Seattle is so different from Ohio, is so different from Miami, is so different from New York. From like, this country is so big. And we're obviously in like a hot mess right now. But when we were with these people, when you're face to face with these people, I mean, we were in Pensacola and we're talking to these trans drag queens who were like, we're like, do you feel safe living here?
Yeah.
And she's like, baby, this is my home bar. Like, I've been performing here for 30 years.
Damn.
She's like, they support me. They love me. Like, obviously what's going on in the state is not great. Like, but
Pensacola, she said, is like a blue dot.
and people really do learn how to live within their own community and thrive. And like, that kind of face-to-face interaction is so different than like what we're all doing online.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, it really is kind of, it was cool.
That, yeah, to piggyback off that, like some of these smaller cities like Louisville, Kentucky, like there's not a ton of gay bars there, but the people there have a community regardless.
Yeah.
And that these people, they know that, and they have a lot of pride for their city.
Yeah.
Like when we went out on this show, we were like, we kind of wanted to showcase also that like to be gay, you don't have to be in New York, Chicago, LA,
Yeah.
San Francisco. You can be in these smaller cities and find your community there.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy because, you know, like I said, this comes out on Monday and it'll be, you know, Pride. And, you know, I always talk about, you know, for Pride Month, I love to highlight, you know, community and just the spectrum of, you know, what it means to be queer. And it's like you mentioned with social media, I feel like we've really fallen into kind of just like a pocket that's similar to who we are, and we forget that there are other types of queer people that exist out there,
Yes.
you know? Like I think about like the trans community right now, like even between the five of us, you know, we still have, you know, a luxury, or we have like a privilege, you know, to just be, you know, cis men and not be attacked in the way that they are on a daily, regular basis, right?
Just the fucking pee.
Yeah, you know, just to just exist as, you know, your most authentic self, you know? So like, that just makes me happy because when I think of queer, of Pride Month, that's kind of what I want more of, like America to feel like that sense of community.
Yeah, and the like attachment to straight people of like, I don't know, I just feel like now that we do have these great queer communities in these bigger cities, I, in the back of my head, always just think like straight people hate us. They want nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
And like when we went to that gator farm, for example, this dude could not have been nicer. The whole time I'm thinking like, oh, he's going to, you know, thinking like F slur about us. But that wasn't the case. Like, and I think the more face-to-face interaction all of us and all the many types of queer community we have are out there seeing that like, oh, maybe all these people aren't bad. And maybe if we start thinking that, they won't think that we're bad.
And that was another thing in these small cities with, they have a lot of straight allies, you know, they have their straight friends. So it was definitely eye-opening, especially for me. I've never lived in Middle America. I never lived in a red state. So it's exciting to see that these people have their place and they're proud of it.
And they're supporting the local gay businesses, like these gay bars, these gay clothing stores that we went to, the drag queens, like,
In Louisville,
you know,
we played in a lesbian-owned
art gallery.
She made jewelry out of bones,
Wait, whose bones?
Girl,
animals. I asked if she could make them out of human teeth, and she said it's
You
illegal.
had a couple,
I tried.
couple of recommendations.
She's
for
like,
some
I
body
could make
parts.
them out of your teeth if you want. And I was like, okay.
Before we do curiosities, I just had one other question for you. One of the things that I found really interesting is that you get a little bit of a glimpse of who you are through the show. And I'm curious, as you think about, you know, you filmed several episodes by this point, and, you know, there's a certain storyline that you're trying to get across, but I'm curious about what do you want people to come away knowing more about you as entertainers, as, you know, as part of the queer community, and
That I'm funny.
Yes. And I'm hot.
yeah, but what's that takeaway? I mean, it was great, you know, seeing a little bit of like the humanity of like your own family in this. And I imagine as we get to watch more episodes, we'll get to see your friendship and how you relate to one another. And, you know, gays will always, you know, hype each other up, will rib on each other, will, you know, like do all these things. But what would you like people to come away knowing a little bit more about each of you?
I think that I want them to see like our sisterhood. We call ourselves mother-daughter though. Like, she's mother, I'm daughter.
I clock that. I clock
Yeah,
that.
I don't know where I'm going.
Yes.
She knows how to look at a map.
You were in the car seat while she was driving the car.
100%. Yes. Yes. And I do want them to kind of see like a glimpse into stand-up. You know, like I would like for people to see like how kind of a hustle it is.
Yeah.
Like your own business as a stand-up, and it's usually a one-person band. So even what we do is a little bit rare, like because we're doing a lot of it together. A lot of stand-ups just go on the road alone, you know, doing it. But I would like for people to take away that like it is hard, you know, but we love it and enjoy it, and thank God we have an ally in each other.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I feel the exact same as what Michael said. Like our friendship, I feel like you never really get to see gay male friendship on TV, especially not in reality. Like all these reality shows that all the gays consume, it's all women of a certain age, which is great. And I love those shows too. But we really feel like we're kind of like trying to break the mold of, will gay people watch this? Will we be... I hope they see their own friendships on screen. Like I really do. I hope. I went to the nude beach today.
Honey, she was
Just lit that in.
flicking her bean at the lake. She said, I'm here. I'm here, baby. And I'm queer. Wish you were queer. Wish you were queer up in this
Said,
puss.
I lubed up my feet for this.
They were like, "Sir, you need to moisturize. What are you doing?" I just saw all these pockets of gays. You know, like that's kind of like a sexualized space. Obviously, everyone's naked, but there was such an element of it that wasn't that. That was so cool. That I like to talk about like these queer cities too. Like you're talking about with PV. Like there's the strip club element, but there's also just like going out and kikiing with your friends.
Exactly.
All these gays were running up to each other naked and being like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you since such and such party," or like, "Oh, are you gonna go to this volleyball game later or whatever?" And I was like, look at this whole fucking untapped community. Like we don't get to see this on TV ever.
We did go to a gay beach in Pensacola.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's called Gay Beach.
Gay beach.
I went to the gay beach today.
Hard to find.
Yes. I know. And some people were like, "Oh, you're filming here?"
So they said, let me act right.
Yeah, let me act right. But it was really cool. Something that didn't make the cut, which I thought was so cool, was this older guy telling us this story about like back in the day, like probably the 80s. They were having like Memorial Day weekend is their big pride kind of event. Okay. And they were, I guess they dyed some money, some singles red or pink.
Pink.
Yeah, so that the politicians of that city could see how much revenue gay business was bringing so that they could leave them alone.
Memorial Day weekend is like the huge party weekend
When I
there.
lived in Atlanta, every gay from Atlanta would go down to Pensacola.
Yeah.
It's huge. And they apparently in the like early 90s or late 80s, the government was trying to shut it down. Like the local government in Pensacola was like, we don't want all this gay shit happening here. So this gentleman of a certain age who lived
Fuck
through
our
it.
commerce, fuck our well-being.
Yeah,
Fuck, like
he was like, once they saw all that fucking pink money in those registers, they were like, all right, well, let's walk it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Which I just think is so cool that was like, they're like, we're going to show you how valuable we
so
are to this
cool.
city.
Yeah.
Don't piss
That's a
off a
great
gay
story.
guy.
Baby,
Don't
that's a
piss off
word.
a gay.
That's a word.
absolutely.
And like, and now it just made me think of another question though. It's just like, it's cool though too, because we don't get to see a lot of just like gay comedy
Right.
out there. It's like, obviously we had like the Ellen and the Margaret Child and things like that. But like, I think it's cool to see this show just to show just the gay comedy of it all.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that too, because we talk about this with our gay male stand-up friends all the time. There has never been a household name gay male stand-up. You got Ellen, you got Wanda Sykes, you've got lots of lesbians, you got
like
Rosie
Mateo.
O'Donnell,
Mateo's probably the biggest.
getting
Yeah.
there.
Mateo, but that's brand new.
Yeah.
That's like
And
in the
Joe.
last.
And Joe.
Oh, and Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Dombrowski?
Yeah.
Oh, my girl. I open for him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the same college.
Oh, my God. I
Did you guys
love
fuck?
he's the best.
We did not. But Joe, I love Joe. I love Joe with all my heart.
But that's what we're all trying to do. I feel like Joel
Yeah.
Kim Booster and Joe and Mateo and Michael and I, like everybody,
Yeah.
we have, I mean, we're starting to like sprout up now, but like that's what I think is cool about it, is we like want to show people that, you know, this is stand up that hopefully.
There's such an appetite for it.
Yeah.
People want to
1000%.
see their lives reflected in all aspects, and to be able to stand up, no pun intended, but to stand up in front of an audience and showcase and share your life experience through the beauty of comedy is incredible.
Thanks.
The kind of stand-up that you like is the kind of person that you want to hang out with,
Yeah.
period.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, people will often say to us, like, what do you think about such and such straight male comedian? And these people are like, you know, the best in the biz, like the A-listers. And I'll watch their stuff and I'm like, this is objectively so good. These setups are so good. These punchlines are so good. And I don't want to watch this. And that's okay.
Yeah.
We need to be doing stuff about gay nude beaches and like stuff that we want to hear about, that we talk about at the bars, that we like.
Exactly.
You wanna sit and watch somebody that you relate to, period. That is what stand-up really is at its core.
And Trixie is like an unofficial producer of this project. And we always say she's such a gay's gay.
Yeah.
She is such a supporter of gay comedy.
Yeah.
So she's been such a champion of ours in this project as well. So I mean,
That's gotta feel
exactly.
It's so
and,
cool.
and we were saying
Gotta
it's
feel
rare.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's rare to find gay
Yeah.
people to help other gay people.
And just
the
think of
fact
the
that she
doors
threw-
that you all are opening just by having this platform and to spark that creativity of what could come next.
Yeah. The little gay kid in Pensacola.
Honey, that got fingered.
At the gay beach.
At our show. He got fingered at our show while doing poppers.
We've not done a podcast without him bringing this up.
It's hilarious.
Like was at the bar,
Yeah.
Kiki and like,
Everyone was taking turns fingering him while we're performing.
was it one or two fingers?
Who knows? He probably doesn't even know.
Just got lost. But anyway,
Yeah.
we support all fisting and fingers at bars.
FF.
You know. Anyway, every episode we do a segment called Curiosity, and we're gonna do one that's kind of wish you were queer edition here. And so what we're gonna do is kind of pit a couple people that maybe aren't queer or maybe are queer, but you might maybe want to substitute them. So wish you were queer. So the first one here is Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans. Who do you wish was queer?
Evans.
Is that neither?
I like there was zero hesitation.
I know.
Remember when his dick pic leaked?
Yeah.
That was
a great day.
Yeah, I think I could handle that. I'll take him.
And also too, he has a gay brother, so you know that he'd be like,
He'd be
Two
down.
for one.
Yeah, he'd be
you get a
down.
two for
I bet
one.
he's, yeah.
He'll fuck
He's
me like an ally.
experimented. Yeah.
Fuck me like an ally. I need that on a t-shirt.
Fuck me like an
fuck me like an ally.
Coming soon, minorityReport.com. That's let's see here. Henry Cavill, or this person is queer, Matt Bomer.
Matt Bomer.
Yeah, Matt Bomer.
I love Matt Bomer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with wish you were queer, Henry Cavill. That's a man, Maury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beefy man.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem real.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what
Oh,
I want to see.
God.
It's too perfect to me. It's like that. Go to West Hollywood, girl. I don't need it.
I just want to see.
But you know what? So he builds computers. Like he's like a teddy bear. He's a
tart.
big dude, but he
He
is such
builds-
a
he's-
nerd. He literally
Yeah.
goes online and just like streams building computers and playing video
He
games.
did not
Ew.
show up for an award show because he was playing a video game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No for
He's
me.
nice.
Dog.
Like I said, now.
No.
Michael B. Jordan or Idris Elba.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
He's
Jordan.
very hot right now.
I love a
He's
daddy,
on so
but Michael
many-
B. Jordan is so hot.
He's on so many billboards right now too, and I'm like,
He
I
is.
just want to sit on it.
Did you guys see Sinners?
I know, but I need
No,
to.
but I'm dying
You
to.
got to see
It's so
Sinners.
good.
My friend from college fucked him.
What?
Wish you were queer.
And she wouldn't stop texting him, and we had to sit her down and be like, girl.
Let him go.
You gotta let him go.
Let him go.
I know this.
That's not the same Michael B. Jordan that you knew.
No, you gotta let him go. Now
What
she's
was
a
it
hot
like?
flight attendant. She said it was.
Fuck
She
the
said it
rest of the
was
podcast.
She said it was amazing. This
His
is a long
nudes
time
are
ago.
online,
12
I
years
think.
ago. No.
I think so.
I would have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. there you go, like,
Ain't no way I ain't seen
Printed out like
all of
2002
that.
on the wall.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, or are we trading him in for Ricky Martin?
This is a real
no.
Sophie's choice.
Oh,
They're both so hot.
I think I would. have more fun with Pedro Pascal, even though I really love Ricky Martin. Like, he. I mean, I remember those days, shaking his ass on the Grammys.
Oh my god!
But Pedro Pascal just seems like such a fun guy. Like he probably like have a good time fucking you.
Yeah.
I agree.
He'll be the one like, and let's go to an orgy. Like he'll be like, come over, and then all of a sudden there's like a bunch of guys. You're like,
Sure, why not?
Pedro, you a bouquet of dicks. Like, absolutely. Yeah.
Pedro for me as well.
Yeah.
There's just something about him. Zac Efron of 2009 or Zac Efron of 2025?
2009, girl.
I'll take 2025.
Are you serious?
I kind of like 2025.
The
as well,
face
too.
is not real. No offense, Zach.
I
It's
know.
a brand new face.
Well,
I mean, I'm not looking at that when we fucking, so I'm
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
what are you looking at? Butthole?
Butthole?
baby.
Oh,
Nothing is dark.
Bitch, look, or I'm like Stevie Wonder.
I know that's right.
No, I need some High School Musical, Zach. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Get your head in the game.
That's too innocent for me.
Yeah, that's.
I don't really mean High School.
Yeah, I
Musical. I mean like 2009.
Yeah, that's
what was that?
pervy.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
at least he was 28 years old. When
I know
he did
he's the
that
same
I
age
know,
as
right?
us. No, I don't. Yeah, he looks a little like unhuman now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
don't
He's a little
want to
rough.
fuck a human.
He looks a little
Jesus.
That's okay.
rough. A little rough.
We'll go into a little pop star moment here. Britney Spears or Tate McRae?
Britney Spears, get Tate McRae out of my face.
No, I like Tate McRae.
No,
I
Britney
like
Spears all the
her.
way. I live and die on this hill. That's
Is
my
this a hot
girl.
take?
That's my diva.
Tate McRae is fun. Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are really. I'm kind of with you. I've never was a Britney girl. Like, between Britney and Christina, I always was Team Christina.
Whoa, dirty.
But in this case, I'm going with Britney because they are shoving this girl down our
They're
throat.
shoving
They are
her.
really trying to make her.
She's a great
the next
dancer.
big girl.
Shout out to
She
Sean
is.
Bankhead, though.
She is a good dancer, but it's giving nothing else.
Same.
It's
Agreed.
nothing new. It's everything we've heard before. They're just literally taking the formula from all the other pop girls. And then just trying to repeat it. And it's just like,
And I'm
no.
not tapping my toes.
No.
I need to
am.
be tapping my toes to your music. Where are the bops? These
But I
young
will
girls
give her,
these days.
I'm gonna give her one prop right now. That revolving door song did get me though. I ain't gonna
All
lie.
her songs.
Because that one, she had a leg back here, and then she went
Yes.
back there. I said, okay, now that was cute.
Uh-huh.
Might try that in the bedroom, but that was about it. That's all she got from me.
Sabrina
love her.
Carpenter's the only one who's given me like the good bops.
well, let's
And
go
Chapel
there,
Roan. Hello.
Oh, Chapel Roan.
Lesbian.
I'm not making this up. What was next on here?
Honey,
Sabrina
or
or
Chapel.
Chapel Roan. I gotta go Chapel.
Yeah, me too.
Chapel.
She's so good.
Oh, Gio, you can take it.
I was at a wedding recently and the band covered that song and everyone was turning.
Singing it with their
So fun.
That was us in New York. We
Yes.
went to this bar in New York. I forget the name. Was it Rebar? Is that the place? that we
Love
went to?
Rebar.
No,
Oh, I used to
Love
suck dick in the
Rebar.
bathroom.
Oh, it was
was
Barracuda. It was
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Which closed, by
Barracuda
the
closed.
way.
Yeah.
Barracuda, yeah.
But
She
we
was.
literally walk in there, we just get our drinks, and that song comes on, and the girls are
with it.
belting, jumping.
Yeah.
And we are just like, what in the world?
What is this?
Happening?
What is this?
And then I was at the moment, I was like, okay, maybe I should finally actually listen to one of her songs. I had really just ran the opposite direction. I'm going Sabrina Carpenter on this one. Wow. Yeah. I like her album. She gives me a little bit more variety. Like, she did her homework. She did do a little bit of copy and paste for some of the other stuff, but she showed her work. And she saw it. She saw it.
Okay.
It worked.
All right.
I think I'm actually.
You
I'm
like
team
that
Sabrina.
album.
I did like the Sabrina album.
Yeah.
It
That one
surprised
lyric,
me.
some of it is like straight up poetry. Would she say in Please, Please, Please? She's like, if you don't want to cry to my music, don't make me hate you prolifically. Come on.
That's a little Mariah. Isn't it?
That's
It's
good.
like,
I
or
love
when you
Mariah.
kissing him, you're
She's from
tasting
Long
me.
Island like
Like,
Yes.
I'm like, girl, that's how you.
That's sexy.
the only reason why you like Mariah.
I like her for a
It's a little redacted.
and Ashanti.
You're an Ashanti girl.
Yeah, she's from Long Island. I gotta support my
So
girls.
it's all about the
on now.
Long Island girls.
And Rosie O'Donnell.
That is a lineup.
We
That's a
got-
lineup.
That is a lineup.
Coachella
We did
2026.
So what you're saying is you like screamers.
Love them.
That's very Long Island, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Screamers, loud.
Let's see here. Idina Menzel
Hello.
or Cynthia Erivo.
Oh,
I did that
She's
one
gonna
specifically
get.
for
She's
you.
gonna. What the hell? A gasket. Go ahead and cross your legs the other way, girl.
Trouble are you trying to get me into? If they were both over a volcano and I had to choose one, I would kill myself to save them both.
I would sacrifice myself.
I love
I
those
volunteer
women.
as tribute.
I love those. I saw Idina Menzel in Wicked on Broadway when I was like 18, and it changed my life. And obviously, what Cynthia did in the movie is like so next level.
Yeah.
And I saw Cynthia on Broadway. I mean, those are my girls. I can't choose.
But you have to.
Yeah, that's the game.
I killed myself.
No, not an option. You got to pick one.
I can't.
I choose Cynthia.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have.
Adele Dazeem.
You're right. You know what? That will live in infinite. Yes. Love it. Yeah, I'm come on, I'm Cynthia all day.
Yeah.
All day. I did this one for you, Jarrell. J-Lo or Shakira?
Okay, hold on. So before y'all answer, I have to apologize to the community because
Speak to the camera.
many episodes ago, there was a question that said for like choreography, who would you hire? Either Janet or J-Lo. Now, I was the only one of the three of us that chose J-Lo because I was like, right now, she was the one that was doing more of the dancing. After this last AMAs, baby child, girl, hang it up. I changed my vote.
What happened?
Rescind
Nothing.
my vote.
Exactly.
Nothing happened.
Exactly.
She had a
Okay.
lesbian moment though, right?
She did have a lesbian moment, but it was like, okay.
Okay, seriously.
You're doing the most Annalisa. this
Right.
Yeah.
There was
Really
no
bad.
seasoning on that
No,
chicken.
yeah, no.
On those
The
tamales.
only part that was good about that
Those
was the part
empanadas.
that she danced to
Bad Bunny.
Bad
Sorry.
Bunny.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the only part that was nice about that.
I didn't even like that.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos. The knees were working, so that was cute.
That is
But
She's older.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and she looked great. The body was still bodying. She was still moving. But
The hair
it
was good too. The hairography, I like
hair
that.
was
I give her the
great,
hairography.
But like,
and the mug was serving, but
yeah.
everything else was just
it
lacked flavor.
yeah, it was.
It lacked flavor. I'm sorry. The whole thing looked like okay. Scratch. Continue.
So you're saying you're taking Shakira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
Oh,
to
for sure.
Shakira.
I'm J Lo.
I'm J-Lo all the way.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
Yes.
Waiting for Tonight, those lasers?
Waiting
Come
for
on.
Tonight.
When she was good-
J-Lo.
She's an actress.
And that me
I like her
Barely.
better as an actress than I do.
Same.
as a
Barely.
singer.
Yeah.
in that video when she's like going to her old home and she's like, I used to live here. He's like, who are you?
Yeah.
That is so
I
iconic.
lived here. Who? I'm J Lo. Who's J Lo? Me.
That video is so amazing.
Classic.
That was classic. That was classic. We do this every episode or with every guest. Beyonce or Janet?
Janet.
Beyonce.
What are you guys feeling today?
Oh, you know, as Beyonce, I was just like the Cowboy Carter. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
I,
Was it
I
so
have to go
good?
old school. Sorry, Janet. She's the blueprint. Sorry,
That's what I
she's the
usually
blueprint.
go.
Her
But
catalog is long.
But you know, the
Indeed.
person can take the baton and also make it better.
They're
That's all I'm gonna
they're
say.
different.
They are
they're-
They are
They're
different.
different.
They are different
They
for sure.
they do totally different things. I feel like. I mean, Beyonce is the voice of our generation.
Yeah,
like
1000.
no one is touching those
she's a
vocals.
Virgo like
Janet's
me.
never going to touch those vocals. But
you're saying you're Beyonce.
Janet is a performer. Like Janet is one of the best pop dancers we'll
God, yeah.
ever have.
She's
She
the
pushed
blueprint.
everything. Like,
She's the blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even that Janet at the AMAs this year too, I was like, Janet said, "I'm damn near 60. Y'all hoes dance." She's like, "I ain't doing the whole 8 count no more."
Yeah.
She's like one of those drag race queens who comes back on All Stars like
yeah.
15 years later and is
That's
like,
it.
I'll just be here for a few
Maybe
episodes.
that's it.
I just needed to get out of the house.
I need that
I
check. I'm
needed to
getting
get out
that
of the
check.
house
But
for
she
a
looked
minute.
phenomenal.
She looked amazing. Her body was incredible. The face was
Phenomenal.
beautiful.
Oh
That
my
hair
God.
was incredible.
But
The
she's
dancing was a
she's
little.
like, I ain't doing this 8 count no more.
Yeah,
Y'all
left
do it. Thank you.
lots
I
to
remember
be
going to a
desired.
street fair when I was a kid and I bought a burnt CD of Damita Joe. Loved it.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
bad
great
album.
album.
I love Beyonce, but I feel like Janet for a longer time has been more vocal for the queer community.
Yeah.
Back when
Velvet
it was
Rope.
not
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I agree
Together
with that.
Again.
I
That
agree.
music
That song
video
always still
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah,
That song
Yeah.
hits
still
hard.
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
interesting
I'll-
enough. That's the first time we've heard that perspective.
Yeah.
because it's mostly been about their catalog, their musicality,
No one talks about the queer.
the queer angle of it.
But
is-
Uncle
is
Johnny
great.
made my dress.
He
That
did.
cheap spandex, she looks a mess. Twosome or moresome?
More some.
Twosome.
With the look, this is 2 days in a row with the looks.
Why? You been getting too much dick?
No, he ain't gonna get in trouble today.
Twosome.
Good answer. Good answer. Survey says.
Yes.
Right. Still married. What is my answer? Moresome.
Yeah.
But it depends on the moresome though too. Because anyway,
I'm definitely a twosome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cut or uncut?
Uncut.
He said,
My favorite.
yeah.
I love it. It to me, oh my God. You ever been to the Cock in New York?
I've never been to the
Yes.
Cock in New York.
Well, there's I've done a foreskin tequila shot there.
Hold on. Say what?
Was our
Well, we got a friend that
Rob, we have a friend that does that. Hey girl, we won't say your
amazing.
name.
It's amazing. They put the tequila in their foreskin and then they hold it over you and then you get it in your mouth, but then like the foreskin, which is the shot glass, like disappears because it's all like a
pulls
wet
back.
a paper straw. And then
Y'all going to hell in New York. What the fuck?
it's amazing. Bring
it's the
your
greatest
doxy
place on
pad.
earth.
He's like, let's bring that down to Pensacola.
That is crazy.
Oh, I'm uncut as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some. A little off talk, but we're talking about uncut. I was at this porn festival that Dan Savage puts on. So Dan Savage puts on this porn festival that he travels around the world
heard of
with.
this.
Yeah, and one of the bits is this guy gets 69 miniature polar bears shoved in his foreskin. And like this nurse comes in and she gets one of those like almost like jade rollers and she started like loosening up the skin and she's like karate chopping it and stuff like that, stretching it, and then she literally one by one. And you watch every single miniature polar bear get shoved in his like foreskin. And she's like patting it in there and shit like that. And
Like around the shaft or like just at
like
on the
he's not
top of the
hard,
head?
but he's just in the foreskin. Like she
So they're
stretches it.
stretching it up and they're stuffing it in, like filling up a bag.
Yeah.
I'm just curious why polar bear.
Yeah, well,
I have no idea.
I love
that's so
that.
specific.
Yeah, and like the
Coca-Cola commercial.
honestly, that's what I was thinking about the whole entire time.
Merry Christmas.
It was a Santa.
Santa baby.
And that was the part that I was like, I need to finally see an uncut like dick in my life.
You know what? You
I've never
played-
seen an uncut penis before
What?
Wait, never
How?
seen one?
Like in person.
in person. I've never seen one.
Why
in person.
not?
I can't say the same.
I ain't been outside like that.
You need help.
Help me, I'm poor.
Can I have some more? Okay, we'll do a couple more here and we'll get you guys out of here. Slob on the knob or rim on the hole?
Snub on the knob.
On the knob.
Slab on the knob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. On the
I'm
knob.
terrible at it, but I would like it.
Yeah, I've seen some interviews where you say you be chomping. I'm actually meant to bring that up. We need to work on that, dear.
But what if it's my king to chomp?
Is it though?
I could play it like that.
Okay.
I mean, I have big teeth and a small mouth.
He's like, I just do what I gotta do.
Sometimes I have teeth that are sharp. They're jagged.
Jack.
Yeah.
Stop
The
it.
choice of words right now, it's offending me.
That jagged little
He's like, but it
pill.
ain't.
Yeah, that part.
It is.
God.
Can you imagine
She's like,
these,
every night.
these sharp teeth on your foreskin?
Poor polar bear. Palm Springs or Wilton Manors?
Palm Springs.
Probably Palm Springs.
We love Wilton Manors. We have a great time there, but Palm Springs is special.
I love Palm Springs.
It's a beautiful
so
place.
chill.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
just
beautiful
so gorgeous,
place.
and I love the
Like,
heat.
the way I get to Palm Springs and literally it's just like
In 30 minutes.
Literally 32 minutes.
safely, safely, mind you. But honestly, like I get there and it's like, bitch, take everything off.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm by the pool. Just
You feel so relaxed there,
Honestly,
and you'll
so
never
relaxing
feel
there.
hotter in your life. The
Yeah.
average age there is 98, and so just walking down the street, the way these men's necks,
This
I'm
so
like, I've
true.
never felt more beautiful in my life
I enjoy that.
than you do in Palm Springs. I
Yeah.
love it.
Like, come
Palm
and get me,
Springs Trader
fellas.
Joe's is like the spot.
Hell
Trader
yeah.
Joe's. That's where you go cruising.
That you
the
go
Trader
cruising at the
Joe's.
Trader Joe's?
Okay, that's
Let me pick
nice.
up these pastries and these and this corn.
Oh,
Almond
We know
milk
what you're
and-
doing. If you're talking about picking up corn, we know what you're not
Okay.
doing.
Like, let me get these
Okay.
Werther's originals. These Werther's and peppermints at the Trader Joe's. I was like, okay, girl. And we will end with this one: PV or Sitches.
PV.
PV. I don't even know the other one.
In Spain.
It's in Spain.
I'm not that.
Yeah,
I've
me
traveled.
Oh, I just got back from there.
I know he just got back. He's like,
You did?
You
Was it
did?
fun?
Auntie Shar over here.
It was
She's
fun.
like,
Yeah, we a whore.
No.
No?
I'm so done with you.
Why not?
I'm so done with
This
you.
is a podcast.
Spanish men know what's up. I
Yeah.
studied abroad there, and it was
The community's watching right now. They're like, girl, what's going on? Anyway.
Okay, but I do have one question because, Michael, I got into your videos years ago because I used to follow your friend Kevin on Instagram. I was
Okay.
like, that's a beautiful man. And so I've been honestly watching a lot of your videos, but there was one where I think you were talking about something with penises. You asked a question how do you tuck your dick after you pee?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious
Yes.
how do y'all tuck your penises after you? Yeah.
Yeah, you put it down, left, right, up,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
What about you?
I put mine up because it's my balls.
What's wrong with your balls?
Well, they need some support. They like to be held. So they're
Interesting.
straight up.
huh?
straight
Yeah.
up. Now tell me,
like
do you
12
really
o'clock.
want to love?
Yeah, I put it right here.
And the belt band.
Yeah. Are you,
Yeah.
Is it
And
peeking out?
yeah, sometimes it does. I kind of like that.
That's fun.
I do like that.
That's fun.
Girl,
and
you're
it's
a freak.
it's my little
Yeah.
secret.
You are a freak.
Sometimes
Oh
I'll be
my
in the store and I'll be
God.
I'm standing in line and you see, I crossed my legs with this one. And I was so I bunched up the shirt.
Sitting on a seat.
That's
Yeah, I do.
hilarious.
I always point it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what?
Down.
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 I'm down and to the right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My balls cannot. And also my thighs are so huge though too. So there's no space. So I need my balls to be in front, and that's why
There's just no room.
no, there's no room.
Wow.
I don't have that problem.
Clock it.
All them dick and balls. Just wasteful though.
Yeah, paperweight.
Utilized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big old paperweight.
I'm so glad. Well, we're so appreciative that you stopped by. Literally,
Thanks
for having us.
We're
This was so
literally
fun.
so happy for you too.
Yes.
This show is incredible. We're putting out their season 2, 3, 4, 5,
Please.
6, 7 as long as
Yes.
you want this to go.
Tune in Thursdays, OutTV, please.
Absolutely, we will.
Yes.
Community
We'll be
do the
watching.
same.
We've already started watching.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you can watch on Amazon or Apple TV if you want to rent it on there too.
Perfect.
Even better, get the extra coins.
Absolutely.
Get the extra coins. And where else can they find you? What else? Tout the tour that you're on right now too.
Yeah, we have some more dates. I mean, we're going to be in DC. We're going to be in Toronto next week. And then,
Dallas.
Yeah.
We're going to Portland,
Denver.
Oregon,
Okay.
Denver.
Yeah, yes. And all the tickets
Those are all July. Yeah.
And all the tickets are on my social and his. I'm Michael Henry 915.
And I'm at T Murray 06.
Yes.
Well, anything else in your hearts and minds before we get out of here?
We loved having you guys.
Absolutely love
This was
having
great.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
loved you
Yes.
having me.
With your balls up.
Oh, wow. Yes.
I have a feeling we're gonna cut up tomorrow night though.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow night's gonna be a
It's
little
going to be
Oh my
so
God.
fun.
I can't wait. Well, community, wash your hands, your legs, and your ass, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, community. A lot of you have asked how you can support Minority Report outside of the sharing and downloading and subscribing and leaving reviews. But you can also buy merch. Come on, baby.
I know that's right. And we have a whole lot of options, from clothing to pillows to tumblers and bags. And we continue to update all of our stuff with new styles, new colors, and new products. Jarrell, where can they get all that stuff at?
Well, they can get all that and then some at minorityReport.com. They can find all the goodies, find out additional information about your aunties. And we also want to make sure that you share and tag us when you do buy merch, all right? So let us know if it's a hoodie, it's a tee, a long shirt, a towel, because we know you need those. But let us know.
Absolutely. And remember to wash your hands, your legs, and your ass.